Hey guys, so today I have a haul for you. I went a little crazy yesterday. I went to Walgreens and I just hit the jackpot. I mean, I found a lot of things that I've been looking for a long time, and I bought some new things that I wasn't familiar with, and as if that wasn't bad enough, then later on in the day I went to Ulta and I bought one thing at Ulta that was very expensive, but I'll get to that in a minute. So let's start with Walgreens. The first thing that I'm going to show you is one of the Maybelline The Buffs lipstick. That was a collection that came out and I had seen it all over the place, and I kept looking at it. Every time I saw it at a store, I kept looking at it, and it's a collection of nude lipsticks. And I know how that goes with nude lipsticks. You know, it sounds good in theory and they're really pretty, and I do like the Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks, but here's the problem with that. Actually, let me show it to you first. It's number 920. I got Nude Lust. And by the way, I originally thought these were limited edition, but I think what they did was, I think they made some of them permanent. I'm not sure, but I think that's how it's gonna go. So this is the one that I got. This is Nude Lust, and if you've never had a Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick, really nice formula on these. I like them. And here's what the color looks like swatched on my hand. Now, nothing wrong with that. Beautiful, looks fine, right? The problem is my lips are not the color of my hand. So what happens is when I put this on my lips, it doesn't look like this on my lips. And I did try it yesterday, and what I'm going to do with this is the same thing that I do with every other nude lipstick that I own. I'm probably going to put some kind of a colored gloss on top of it to make it wearable. This is why I resisted buying this for so long, because I knew that's what was going to happen. In other words, I would like to have had something that I could just wear on my own and have it look like this, but it doesn't look like that on my lips, so I know better. I know better. I'm not going to return it though. I'm going to make it work by using a colored gloss on top of it. And then I got a couple of Wet n Wild products. There were some new eyeshadow palettes that came out, and the neutral one is called The Naked Truth. And I had heard about this and was interested in it. Didn't get good reviews of what I had read and seen about it from other people, but I couldn't resist. I had to try it anyway despite that. And I had heard that not to worry about not being able to find this when it was out in the displays, because it was going to be in the permanent line. And this and all the other palettes, I guess, that came out at that time. So there's what it looks like. And I did some swatching of this yesterday. I haven't actually used it on my eyes yet, but I did some swatching, and you know how when you do swatches you can kind of tell that would be like an indication of how it's going to work on your eyes. So I wasn't too impressed with the swatches that I did, but I will, you know, use this and try it out as soon as I can. Not today though. I have something else on that I used that I bought yesterday, but initially, you know, by the swatching, I would say that I'm not too impressed with this. The colors are really pretty in the palette, so we'll see. You know, there have been times when I've swatched things and they applied very different than the way they swatched, so we'll see. But I don't really have very high hopes for this. A lot of the newer Wet n Wild products that have been coming out haven't really been living up to my expectations of what I expect Wet n Wild eyeshadows to be, but we'll see. And then the new Wet n Wild Megaslicks Balm Stain Moisturizing Lip Colors. I did find some more colors of these. I had bought one initially and loved it, and so I picked up another color of this when I saw the display. This one is called Pinky Promise. It's number 128, and this is what I'm wearing on my lips. This is a really nice peachy pink, and I think a lot of you would like this. It does have a bit of a frosty finish to it, just a little bit, but I think it's nice though. I kind of do like the other one that I bought better though, because it doesn't have that frosty finish to it. But this is pretty though. I like it. I think that this color is going to look good with a lot of the eyeshadow looks that I've been doing lately. And then I bought a couple of Rimmel products. I wore my Rimmel, one of my Rimmel Show Off lip lacquers, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before in a video. I think it was yesterday. And so I went on the website and I was looking at the colors because I only have 2 of those. And I really do like the 2 that I have, but I felt as if there might be a color in the line that I might like even better than the 2 colors that I have. So I went looking for Celestial. And if you're not familiar with these, they've been out for a while. This isn't a brand new product, but they're sort of a really intense lip gloss that's extremely pigmented. That's the best way to describe them if you're not familiar with them. So let me do a swatch of this. And I love, love, love that color. And I did put this on late yesterday, and I really like it. So I'll wear that in a video soon so you can see it on my lips. But really, really pretty, sort of a rosy pink, I would say. A very intense rosy pink. So that was Rimmel Show Off Lip Lacquer in Celestial. And then I bought the new Rimmel foundation that's out. It's Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. And I have dry skin, so this was probably kind of a stupid purchase. It says lightweight shine control, but what happened with this is I saw a picture. I always get an itchy nose when I film. I don't know why. I think it's psychosomatic. I know I don't want to touch my nose, so my nose starts running and then I have to touch my nose. But anyways, yeah, I saw a picture of someone wearing this foundation, and I know I'm familiar with what this person's skin normally looks like. And I saw their face and went, oh my God, because their skin just looks so beautiful. And they said that that's all they had on. They didn't have a powder over it. And I was like, I know I have dry skin and this is a shine control foundation, but I have to try this. So when I saw a display of it yesterday at Walgreens, I looked and looked, and all I saw was extremely light colors and extremely dark colors. And I was like, oh no, they don't have anything in my color range that I could do. Then way in the back of the display, in the very corner, I saw a tube. So I couldn't really see what the color was from where I was like squatted down. They had this display like almost on the floor. So I reached back and pulled it out of the display and looked at it, and it said 103 True Ivory. And I looked at the color and I was like, yes, that's the shade. That would be the best shade for me. So they only had one of this shade left, so I grabbed it. And I feel like this is a great color match for me. I did a swatch of it on my hand when I got home, and I rubbed it into my hand and I went, ooh, I don't know if this color is gonna work. But yeah, I applied it. That's what I have on today. I don't have any powder on, and I really like this so far. This gives amazing coverage. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. It says Liquid Mousse Foundation. I put like a blob of it on my hand this morning when I was getting ready, and I started applying it to my face and I was like, wow, I guess I didn't need to put that much on my hand. So a little bit goes a long way with this. So I thought, okay, let's go for it, because I had too much product on my hand. So I thought, let's find out if this is buildable. So I just kept adding more and more to see if it would cake up or get weird, or no, not at all. You can put as much as you want on and it will not get cakey. This is a really, really nice foundation. Best part of it is this was only $5. It was $5 and change plus tax. So not expensive at all. You get 1 fluid ounce in this tube, and I like that it's a squeeze tube. That just makes it a lot easier than messing with a bottle that has a cover or anything like that. So, you know, you can just squeeze however much you want onto the back of your hand, and it's a lot less messy that way. So my initial impression of this is fantastic foundation, and I do like the finish that it gives. But then again, I've only had it on for a short time, so let's see, you know, how it looks the rest of the day, and is it going to dry out my already dry skin. I did have, you know, face moisturizer on and everything when I put it on, but I'll have to see how it goes the rest of the day. You know, like, is it going to oxidize, and is it gonna make my dry skin even drier? But my initial impression of it is that it is a fantastic foundation for $5. I don't feel like I really have anything else like it in terms of the texture of it and the buildability and all that. It's pretty impressive. And I have had Rimmel foundations before, and now that I think about it, I had good luck with I guess it was one other one that I had tried before, and that was the Lasting Finish foundation, and I like that one too. So that's my thoughts on that. Now, the one item that I bought at Ulta, I had resisted buying this for the longest time, you guys. And every time I looked at it in the store before, I kept saying, oh, I don't need that, I don't need that. But I couldn't stand it anymore. I just made up my mind and decided that I wanted it. I called my local Ulta to see if they had it in stock, because I didn't want to drive, because that's all I knew I was going to buy. So I didn't want to drive all the way up there and then find out they didn't have it, but they did. They had plenty of them, and that is the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. And so these are all rose toned shadows. And that's what that looks like. And I'm sure, you know, you've seen this in lots of people's videos, because this has been out since December, I think, December something. So it took me quite a while to decide that I wanted this. And my initial impression of this is these are really, really nice. I do have 3 of them on today. I have on Strange, Nooner, and Mugshot is what I decided to do today. So, you know what? I have an awful lot to say about this, so I might have to do a separate video talking more about this, because I do have a lot to say, and if I start talking about it, this video is just going to go on and on and on. And but I also do want to mention, you get a dual-sided brush with that. It's a shader brush on one side and a blending brush on the other, so that's nice. And you get not 1, not 2, not 3, you get 4 samples of their primer potions. You get a sample of Original, Eden, Sin, and the Anti-Aging one. I used the Anti-Aging one today. Wow. This is very, very nice. If you are an older person, or even if you're not an older person and you don't have oily eyelids, this feels so nice on your eyelid skin that I've never even used an eye cream that felt that nice before, and the shadows went on so beautiful over it. I like this so much better than their regular primer potion. I really don't care for the original Urban Decay primer potion, and it's probably because I'm older and I don't have oily eyelids, so I found it to be a bit drying and I didn't like the way the shadows went on over it, but this is incredible. And I spent a lot of money on all this stuff yesterday, so I won't be able to get this right away, but this is at the top of my list of things that I want to purchase next. I want to get the full size of this because wonderful, wonderful product. At least that's my initial impression of it. You know, we'll see how the eyeshadows are at the end of the day and how the eyeshadow base feels on my eyes and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that is it, you guys. Yeah, I'll do a separate video about this palette because I do have, you know, some thoughts on it and want to show it to you more and give it the attention that it deserves because very, very nice palette, and that's an understatement. So I'm going to let you go and I'll see you next time. Bye.